Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This channel is where we dive into the world of jewelry making, exciting unboxings, and creative inspirations. And today, I'm thrilled to share another unboxing from my favorite bead supply company out of Canada, Didi's Deluxe Bead box. And let me tell you, their products never fail to impress. And I can't wait to show you what's in the latest box, so let's go ahead and get started. And here we have Didi's Deluxe Bead box for the month of August 2024. Now, if you're not familiar with this box, I'll leave some information down below in the description section of this video, along with a coupon code and a link to the website, so you can go check it out. And before we get started, I want to give you a little warning. I had a manicure the other day, and my nail polish turned out a little bit too blingy. Let me show you. I think it's pretty though, isn't it? But anyway, I'm warning you because I know some of you do not like that. I've actually had viewers leave some comments about it. So if you don't like it, you might want to skip this video. That's what I do when I don't like something. I just go ahead and navigate to something else. Not that I want you to leave this channel, because I love having you here, and I really do appreciate it. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and open up this box. I love how they wrap it, and sometimes the color of the tissue gives a little hint about the color palette. Let's take a look. It looks like the name of this collection is Midnight Blush, and here's a list of all the materials. They always give you the length of the strands and the number of pieces per strand and the dimensions of each bead. And then it says mark your calendars. And guys, this is really good information. It says when is the reveal and new releases? Well, they do it on the 12th day of each month. Announcements are made between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. And where are those announcements made? They're made on the Facebook VIB group and online shop. So that's all good information in case you're not familiar with this box. And by the way, this box is not a subscription. It's a limited edition. If you haven't joined their Facebook group, I highly recommend it. And I'm going to go ahead and leave all these links down below in the description section. And I guess I was right about the color of the tissue paper because we have some black beads there and some beautiful pinks. I love the contrast. Let me pull them out. This combination is absolutely stunning. It really is. You can tell they spent quite a bit of time creating this box. Let me get organized and we'll go through each item. Here are the first 6 strands, and there's actually 11 strands in this month's box, which is pretty impressive. One thing about Didi's Deluxe Bead box is that the beads are always very high quality. And of course, like I mentioned before, everything's curated beautifully. I mean, look at these colors. I don't know what it is about the combination of black and pink. It's very striking to me. And if you're wondering what that noise is, it's probably a bunch of chirping coming from some cicadas on the trees and maybe some traffic and some emergency vehicles. That's because I'm in one of the rooms upstairs in my house and I'm actually by the window, which is why you're hearing all that noise. But one of the benefits about being here is that you get natural light. So these are the true colors of the beads. Sometimes artificial lights can skew the colors. But anyway, let's take a look at this strand here. These are so pretty, guys. Look at that. This is called the Inspired by Czech Designer strand. You get one of these in every box, and they're usually focal beads. But here we have a gold bead at the end, and then a black flower bead, very tiny, and then a pink one, and then this black rectangular bead, and here we have a gold spacer bead right here, and now this flower bead. How pretty is that? Another bead cap, this hot pink bead, this teardrop shaped bead in a very glossy black, another bead cap, this center focal bead, flower bead. Very, very pretty. I love it. And then on the left is a repeat of what was on the right. Don't you just love these? Look at this. These are so pretty. Let's take a look at these now. These are gemstones, and it's actually natural rose quartz. They're regular nuggets. And it's interesting that they use the word nuggets because to me, nuggets are usually more rounded, but these are actually rectangular shaped. As you can see, they're still very pretty though. Don't you love these? There are 10 pieces and they measure approximately 11 by 8 millimeters. Very, very nice. Let's take a look at these now. These are cat's eye glass beads. They measure 8 millimeters in size, and this strand is 7.5 inches long, and there are 25 pieces on this strand, and the color is blush pink. Look at that shimmer as I move my hands. I love cat's eye beads. And that's a very nice size too. That's the other thing I want to mention. Didi's Deluxe bead boxes always come with a variety of sizes ranging from small beads to larger beads. And I mention that because some boxes don't have that variety or they don't have as many strands. But anyway, let's take a look at these now. These are hematite beads. They're faceted as you can see, and they measure 4 millimeters in size. And this is an 8-inch strand, and there are 50 pieces on this strand. And they're so sparkly. I don't know if it's because of the finish or because of the facets. They're sparkly, but they're also glossy, very, very glossy. I really like these, and I like the size as well. It's nice to have choices. And these are hematite beads as well, but they're in a larger size. They're 6 millimeters in size, and this is also an 8-inch strand, and there are 35 pieces on this strand. Don't you love that they give you 2 sizes of the same bead? I love that because it's going to make it super easy to design something. Let's take a look at these. These are also very tiny. They measure 4 millimeters in size, and these are faceted shell beads, and the color is pink as you can see. It's a 7-inch strand, and there are 40 pieces on this strand. How adorable are these? You can see there's some variation. Some of the beads have little stripes. I don't know what you call them with shells, but they're not striations like in gemstones. But anyway, I love the shimmer of these beads as well. They're super gorgeous. Let me get some more strands. Here are the last 5 strands. And I'm absolutely loving this one right here. It's so pretty. But let's take a look at this one first. These are bicone beads, faceted bicones. And the color is midnight blue, and it's very, very dark. It's very, very dark. I can barely see the blue. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, because I don't know if it's reflecting from the window or what. But anyway, these are listed as having a pearl luster. Aren't these gorgeous? Look at that. Wow. These are so pretty. They really are. But anyway, this strand is 12 inches long, and there are 80 pieces on the strand. Let's take a look at these now. I just love these. I love the finish. And I love that beautiful effect. You can see some light pink and some dark pink. These are so gorgeous. I think this is my favorite strand, but I do like the Inspired by Czech Designer strand and the natural quartz that I showed you earlier. But these are very, very pretty. Anyway, these measure 6 by 4 millimeters, and the color is lavender rose silver luster. And this is a 15-inch strand, and there are 80 pieces on this strand. What gorgeous beads these are. And 15 inches is a generous length, so you have lots of beads to work with. Let's take a look at these. These are called faceted trapezoid crystals, and they measure 6 by 4 millimeters, and the color is black as you can see. Look at that interesting shape. And once again, just like the hematite beads, these have a gorgeous luster, they really do. What an interesting shape. I love these. But anyway, this strand is 7 inches long, and there are 35 pieces on the strand, and these measure 6 by 4 millimeters. Very, very nice. Let's take a look at these now. These are 8 millimeters in size, and they're smooth round glass beads as you can see, and the color is pink taffy. What a cute name for this color. But anyway, this is a 7-inch strand, and there are 25 pieces on the strand. It's a very beautiful shade of pink. It really is. I love these. Let's take a look at these now. These are listed as olive-shaped faceted glass beads, and the color is black as you can see. And this is an 8.5-inch strand, and there are 15 pieces on the strand. Now the dimensions aren't listed, but they look about maybe 8 millimeters across, and maybe 13 or 14 millimeters in length. So if you like to use larger beads, you have that option. I like to use this size mostly for earrings or as a focal bead on a necklace. But don't you love those facets? Look at that. These are gorgeous. They really are. I pretty much said that about all the beads this month, but that's exactly how I feel. I really love them. Let's take a look at the rest of the items. Here are the rest of the items. As you can see, there's lots and lots of variety. Plus we have this lovely pendant as well. These are very interesting looking. Let me slide them onto a rod and show you. Aren't these cool? They're so cool. They're called carved flower glass beads, and the color is midnight blush, and they measure 15 millimeters across. But what I like about these is that one side is opaque, and then the other side is clear. And I can't tell if the glass is purple or if it's reflecting from that finish that's on the other side. I really can't tell. But they're so pretty. You can see the flower right there. So some of them have the flower on the opaque side and some have the flower on the transparent side. That's really, really cool. I love that. And there's a total of 6, as you can see. Let me just flip them to show you the flower. It looks like we have 3 of each. 3 with the flower on the transparent side and 3 with the flower on the opaque side. And these are very interesting looking as well. Let me go ahead and slide them onto my rod. And here are all of them. There's a total of 5. These are called striped check glass flower beads, and they measure 14 millimeters across, and the color is pink and white. But I'm seeing quite a bit of clear as well. And the white is very subtle, as you can see. Aren't these beautiful? I like that effect in that glass. And I like the size too. They measure 14 millimeters across. And they're actually concave, so one side is curved and the other side is concave. Very, very pretty. And here we have some frames. What's so cool about these is that they're actually hematite frames. Let me slide some of them onto my rod. And here are 4 of them. They measure 10 millimeters across. As you can see, I have the rod going right through them. And what you would do is put a bead inside there. I was going to try it out with these beads, but they're too big. Sometimes I put multiple seed beads in there. That's another idea. I love that these are hematite though. I've never had frames that are gemstones. But anyway, there's a total of 8. So there's quite a few to work with. Let's take a look at these now. These are actually lampwork beads, and I've never had lampwork beads that are this small. The ones that I've worked with are usually much bigger. But anyway, they're listed as Midnight Rose lampwork beads, and they measure 8 by 6 millimeters. And that looks like a little rose design. It's hard to tell. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Aren't these gorgeous? Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. They have little glittery sparkles too. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're so beautiful. I love lampwork beads because they're always so unique and so different. But I'm going to have to use them wisely because there's only 4 of them. I absolutely love them. When I do the video editing, I'll see if I can zoom in on one of them to see a close-up of what's on the surface. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of rose design. Let's take a look at this pendant now. This pendant measures 35 by 10 millimeters, and it's two-tone because it has light pink and dark pink, and it's actually made out of shell. And there's the other side. Look at that shimmer. That's one of the nice things I love about shell beads and shell pendants. But this one's very pretty, and I love that pink color. And it has a nice big loop too. So anyway, guys, that's this month's collection. Let me go ahead and arrange everything on my table, and we'll take a look at how everything coordinates. Well, here's the entire collection, the Midnight Blush collection. And as always, I'm having a hard time picking a favorite. But like I said before, I really do love these rondelles in that gorgeous finish. And I also like the rose quartz and the designer strand. There's so much variety here. It's very easy to find inspiration with Didi's Deluxe Bead boxes. I find it super easy to design with them. But anyway, I'd love to hear your opinion. If you could tell me what your favorite is, I'd love to hear about it. Please leave some comments down below if you have time. And I want you to come back and check my channel for a future tutorial using some of these beads. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.